Rough Cuts, Adam Stanchek, Thursday movie review. For real, but I'm not going to edit this because tomorrow's my birthday and I work late tonight and I don't want to. But I'm going to review a movie that's about video games. Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. I should know the name of the movie I'm reviewing. It's a Disney computer animated kids movie, family movie, about a dude played by John C. Reilly, who is the villain of a video game that's like based off of like a Donkey Kong Rampage blend called Wreck-It Ralph. Actually, the game's called Fix-It Felix because Wreck-It Ralph's the bad guy. And then this little dude who's like a Mario, blue Mario with a hammer, goes and fixes the Rampage building that Wreck-It Ralph destroys. And basically, Ralph's sick of being a bad guy. So he can magically go through the power cable of the arcade that he's in, go out and hang out with other video game characters. It's basically like a Toy Story, but I don't feel like it's a rip-off of Toy Story, where because the games come to life when you're not watching them, kind of like the toys in Toy Story. But it also reminds me of the show Reboot. I don't know if anybody watched the show Reboot. It was a kids show, I know, on Saturday morning cartoons. But like the first couple seasons or whatever were like kind of bland and boring. I used to watch as a kid and I liked them because I was nerdy. About the video game computer characters coming to life, and in that one they would have to play against. It's just like a similar thing. They would be the bad guys. The NPCs of the game would actually have like personalities and stuff. But for Reboot ended up being an awesome show. Like they took a turn, but that's a different subject. And Wreck-It Ralph, it actually uses real video game characters. And there's a scene in the trailer. I already talked about this in one of my videos. That have like Street Fighter, like Zangief, and there was Smoke. I think in the trailer it was Scorpion. I should look that up. But in the movie it was Smoke from Mortal Kombat. And they had like the Pac-Man Ghost, and they had Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman, depending on how you like to call your Sonic villains. And Bowser, he had a speaking role. And it was the movie was charming and funny and enjoyable. But there's a lot of like pandering to video game nerds. In fact, there was a few moments, like a few laughs, that I wanted to be like, "Shut up, kids! Don't laugh at that. You don't know what that is. You're too young. You don't know what that reference was." And then like the parents would laugh. I'm like, "Shut up! You're only laughing because the kids are laughing." And I felt like I was the only one in that theater who got a lot of that jokes. I want to watch it again, and like if I have to get it and be able to freeze frame and see all like the little hidden characters. But I like the concept. And then also, Wreck-It Ralph goes to a game called Heroes Duty, which is supposed to be it's definitely a mix of Call of Duty and Halo. And there are jokes referring to how the game Heroes Duty has the word duty in it, and duty also means poop. And I always think that's funny about Call of Duty. It's duty. And then they also go to a racing game called Sugar Rush, where they have this J or K pop. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's J pop. And it just feels like it should be a real game, but it's like definitely a Mario Kart, but candy-based racing game. And Sarah Silverman plays a little racer character in that. And lovable. Like, I mean, it's just I don't know, it's an excitable, well-written, well-rounded story with a lot of video game references. Like I said, some of them that I know kids don't get. But I really liked it. When I watched it again, I'm trying to take my niece, but it's hard to get a hold of her because kids are busy nowadays. But if you don't have kids, just make some kids really quick and go see it. Or don't have a kid with you. I was by myself like a creeper with my creeper beard sitting there. But it was funny. It was good. And then also there's a short, and I realized I just had a long pause. I'm not editing this, so you're just going to have to deal with that. But there's a short before it called Paperman, and I teared up. It was moving. It was a silent, animated short that was just great. I tried to find it on YouTube because I'm like, I could link to it, but I can't find it anywhere. But it was great. It was really good. Really good little short. So all in all, it's a good experience. Go see this movie, even if you don't like video games. But I don't know. I just got excited. And then I always watch the credits at a movie. I don't know if you guys do. I always watch the credits. Because nowadays credits are like entertaining. Because like just like how at the end of WALL-E they had like a 8-bit animation-y kind of credits. I don't know if you guys watched that, but that was really moving. They did the same thing, of course, at 8-bit animation credits throughout the whole thing, and it was like visually interesting. But I also like to just watch it and kind of pick out stuff. I don't necessarily try to peel through every name, but I feel like it's part of the movie experience. And also I feel like these guys made the movie. I kind of almost owe it to them to like watch what they did and see what they did. But there was some other people, but they were like teenagers who were staying and waiting until the end of this movie. And at the end of it, there was like a little micro tidbit, but it was just like nothing. It was just like a little, like really super small tidbit. And then they said at the end of it something that I heard people say at the end of Avengers and a lot of movies that when they wait to the end is, "Oh, I waited till all the way to the end and translation." They're like, "Oh, I waited to the end and that's all it was. Is that?" No, dude, it's about the experience. It's not about like waiting and there's a payoff. You guys don't watch the entirety of my reviews because you think at the end you're gonna get a nip slip or something. You want the journey, you know? So like, you should have been like, "Oh man, I got to experience that whole thing and there was extra more. There was even more." So there's that on that. So check out the movie. It was really good. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you guys about it? 6 minutes? That's probably good enough. Tomorrow's my birthday. Everybody send me nudes to nudes.adamstoncheck /naked pictures _ free credit report.